Good afternoon, I am Mr. Ish. You are joining me here for a conditional probability number 2 video. Previously I presented the video on part 1 where we talked about some of the concept and theory behind this, and we examined two questions regards to the conditional probability, the probability of the intersection of the two events divided by the probability of the event that has already occurred. That will give you the probability of the event that you're looking at. In this video, we're going directly to our two questions. Two questions are based on these standard 52 playing cards, the deck of 52 cards. Our question is this, and we will not be using the Venn diagram approach over here, and you will see the approach we'll apply over here won't be any harder, it won't be any easier, but it will be a very safe approach. We're looking here at this question. On a pick of a single card, what is the probability that you will get a black jack? If you know, you will get a face card. What are the face cards? The face cards are the kings, the queens, and the jack cards in that 52 playing set. Let A be the event that has occurred, B be the event that you are looking for, and that right there is the black jack. Alright, that's the card that you're trying to determine the probability on. The event is the event which has occurred, which is telling you that you will get a face card. How many face cards are there? Think about it. You have 3 face cards of 4 different types, and that gives you 12 cards, right? From the hearts, you have the king, queen, and the jack. And then from the diamonds, you have the king, queen, and the jack, the diamond cards, the red cards. And then from the club cards, you have the king, queen, and the jack. And then from the spades, you have the king, queen, and the jack. And you know the clubs and the spades are the black cards. You're looking for the probability of a black jack. You know there are only 2 black jacks. One is a club jack, right? And the other one is a spades jack. Now what you have to do is determine the intersection. You have to find this instance occurring here above. And I'm seeing within this club over here, I'm seeing a jack, and I'm seeing a spade and a jack. And I'm seeing in the intersection of these two, we have 2. The intersection gives me 2 cards, which are found in both sets A and B. And that will be your numerator, because that represents the intersection of the 2. The intersection of the 2 is represented by 2 cards, and I've identified they're identical in both sets. What's the probability A, or the event A which has occurred? It is all of these. 3 times 4, which is 12. And your answer here will be 1 over 6. This right here is a probability A, which gives you all of that denominator. You add all of these numbers. Probability of B is the intersection of these two, the elements which you find in this set and the elements you find in that set, of which there are 2. The 2 jacks, the black jacks, and 1 over 6 is your answer. Alright, number 2 question of conditional probability video. On a pick of a card, a single card, what is the probability of selecting an ace card? If you know, you will get a hearts card only. You know you got spades, hearts, clubs, and diamonds. We have to put everything in terms of event A which has occurred and event B which is the event you are looking at. What is the event which has occurred? That's telling you the second part. If you know, you will get a hearts card only. The event is all the hearts cards, and you know there's an ace, and then there's the numbers 2 to 10, then there's a jack, there's a queen, and then there's a king. This right here represents event A. All of these in totality. We have 1, 2, 3, you got 9 over here, and then you have 1 over here, and that gives you a total of 13 cards. Alright, 13. Event B, the event you're studying. What is the probability of getting an ace card? Well, there's only an ace card over here that you're looking at. Look at the intersection of these two sets. There's an element which is common to both sets, and that element is ace. And that is represented by the number 1, not that the ace card has a number 1 on it. It represents that a single element is shared by both over a total of those elements found in set A, which are 13, and this represents a probability that you will get an ace card if you know you will be selecting only from the cards which are hearts. So it will be 1 out of 13. Conditional probability questions are not that hard when you break it out here into A and B. A being the set which represents all the elements for that which you already know the information or the event that has occurred. Set B representing the single element or the few elements which or what you are studying in terms of probability. You always have to determine the intersection of the two. If there is no element common to both sets, your probability will be 0. But you look at the total elements which are shared by both sets, and you divide them by all the elements here in set A, and that gives you your answer. With that, I bid you all a thank you and a farewell for watching this video. Have a good day.